Good afternoon, Valpo VUTV Weather Director Mason Gleva here with today's weather update. We have a winter storm warning until 6 p.m. tomorrow on Saturday for a high impact lake effect snow event that's set to take shape really here in the coming hours. The heaviest snow is going to fall along and north of US 30, but west of US 421. We also warm up, especially late week next week. We're going to be in the mid 30s, but we're going to keep the cold mornings around until then. Here's current temps and conditions. It's sunny here in Valpo, 19 degrees, 19 in Michigan City and in Benton Harbor. And you can already see the heavy snow falling there out at O'Hare, sitting at 18 degrees. Feels like temperatures, it's also been a while since it's felt like the teens above zero. Feels like 19, which is the air temperature again here in Valpo, 18 in Knox, 11 in Rensselaer, and 12 there in Gary. Winds aren't going to be an issue. It could blow the snow, very powdery snow around overnight tonight, but the winds, they're out of the northeast for the most part. That's why Chicago's getting hit the hardest right now. As time goes on this evening, the winds are going to switch to out of the north, which will pivot that band closer to us. Here's satellite and radar. You can see that heavy snow already ongoing across Chicago and the northern suburbs. That's where it's going to stay here for the next few hours before finally swinging our direction. Here's a couple scenarios. So here's scenario one. This is one of our high resolution models, but it didn't do well with the last heavy lake effect snow event. So keep that in mind. This one might be a little far west. It might be farther east. That's what it did the last time around. So it has the heavy snow hanging around Chicago, and then that heavy snow band setting up across portions of northern Lake and Porter counties by 9 o'clock over us closer to midnight. But notice how we're on the very fine edge here in Valpo. So this might not mean a whole lot of snow for us here. And then it wobbles closer to Gary and then hugs the lakeshore before swinging back our direction and eventually shutting off. So that's one scenario. Here's the model that did do well with the last lake effect snow event. It also has the heavy lake effect snow in downtown Chicago, affecting a lot of the major thoroughfares there during rush hour. So travel's not going to be great. Take it slow if you're out there traveling this evening. And then here's 9 o'clock. It has a heavy lake effect snow band already affecting us, and then it stays over us through early Saturday morning. Here's 4 a.m. It's been snowing heavily since 10 o'clock, so snowfall amounts would be higher in this scenario. And then by mid-morning, it becomes a Lake County, Indiana issue before eventually just shutting off after lunchtime. So going to be interesting to see which scenario wins, and the snowfall map is kind of the middle ground between those two. The pink area is the area that I have the highest confidence in significant accumulating snow. 8+ inches, roughly from East Chicago down to Hammond to Merrillville to Portage and Chesterton. Areas that are in there have the best odds at seeing 8+ inches of snow. Valpo, we're right on the edge here. I'm thinking we're probably going to stay in the 3 to 6 inch range, but if scenario 2 wins out, we're probably going to be closer to 6, if not a little higher. That's why I have that plus sign there for 3 to 6+ inches, and then areas farther away, maybe up to 3 inches if you're lucky. Here's the 7-day forecast. Weather impact alert day for Saturday because of the heavy lake effect snow. More peaks of sun on Sunday. That low temperature of 10 might be too warm, so that might change tomorrow. And then next Friday, we're in the mid 30s.